We'll bring the hands to the heart center in the prayer position. And we'll work with the breath. So expanding, deepening the breath here. Breathing in and out of the nose. You can close your eyes if you wish. And then with the eyes open, let's take the hands through the center, reaching upwards, and then arms float back down. And then you can just take the shoulders now, maybe scrunch them up towards the ears, hold for a moment, and again, just feel them drop back down. And then we'll get into the joint rotations, starting with the head and the neck, a gentle head roll. Keeping that breath moving. Easing head back to the front and reverse the direction of the circle. Bringing head back to the front. Let's get a stretch for the neck. So take the chin down slightly. Turn the head. Look over the shoulder. Hold and breathe. Returning head back to the front. Look over the other shoulder. Returning head to the front. We'll take the shoulders now, roll them up towards the ears, and then back down. You want to reach forward with the arms, out to the side, reach behind you, and to the front again. Nice, full deep breaths in and out. One more time. We'll reverse, palms are facing up, comes in, reach behind you, side, unspiral arms back to the front, and repeat. And one more. To the elbows next, just circling the arms. We'll reverse the direction. Next, we'll work with the wrist. Make fist with the hands, go the other way. Open hands, shake them back and forth. Feeling the joints in the fingers. Little up down motion. And then rotating the arms. We'll relax the arms down, and we can work with the hips next. So feet just a touch wider, guiding the hips in a circle. Easing back to center and reversing the direction. And again, right back to center. Bringing the feet close in again. You're going to place the hands right over the knee joints. And small circle. And pause, reverse the direction. Coming back to center. We'll stand tall again. And we want to work with the ankle joints. And you just have to be mindful of your balance. So shifting weight, you can keep the ball of the foot on the floor or whole foot's off the ground as you rotate the ankle joint. You want to reverse the direction of the circle. And then you want to plant that foot back down. Work with the other side. Just taking your time. Reverse the direction. Returning that foot to the floor. And you can ease back into your mountain pose. You can bring the hands back to the heart center. Nice full deep breaths in and out. And let's go ahead and stretch the side of the body. So I'm going to take one hand up. I'm going to take the other hand and just touch the thigh there. Reaching upwards, a little over the head. Feeling the stretch on the side of the body. Breathing into the rib cage there. Back to center. Let the other arm come up. Feeling of reaching upwards, a little over the head. Stretching the other side. See if you can feel breathing into that side of the rib cage. And letting this arm come back down. Once the arms again are by the side, let's take the hands behind body, interlace fingers, straight arms, lifting arms up off the back into the chest opener. Nice soft knees, kind of tuck the tailbone slightly. And we'll release downwards. You can return arms to the side. Next, let's bring them to the front. Eagle arms. So you're going to bend at the elbow. You're going to place one elbow in the other. And you can see if you can wrap the hands around. Slight lifting of the elbows. Hold and breathe. And releasing, unwinding, letting the arms be by the side for a moment. And next, the other side. So again, in front, opposite elbow on top. It's like lifting of the arms. And then again, unwinding, arms back down. Okay, so let's go to the lower body. What we'll do here is we'll take the legs wide, toes are straight ahead. We're going to do a wide leg forward bend. So I'm growing tall, I'm engaging the abs, and I'm going to tip forward at the hip thigh joint here. Let's say about halfway down, go ahead and drop the hands to the floor in front of you. You can let your head drop downwards. Just relaxing there for a moment. Breathe. And then coming up slightly, fingertips still on the floor. You're going to shift the weight to one side. So one leg is bent, one leg is straight, stretching the inner thigh. Shift the weight back to center. Other side. Back to center. Bring hands to the hips. Easing up, straight back. Okay. From the wide leg stance, let's do the proud warrior. Whichever foot is this direction, rotating it out. Back foot 45 degrees, rotates in. Press out through that back heel. Nice, powerful legs. Arms in the T position. Front leg is bent. You see how my upper body, it didn't creep forward. It's nice, straight up and down. You can look out over the front fingertips and breathe. And now the side stretch. Well, so we'll take that front arm, we'll let it rest on the thigh here. We'll take the back arm, it swings downwards. Front of the face, over the head, diagonal line. You can look straight ahead, or you can turn the head, look up towards the ceiling. And easing out, straighten out the head. Top arm comes down. You're going to return to the proud warrior for a moment. Feeling the stretch. And let's relax the arms downwards. Straighten the front leg. Turn both feet back to the front. Wide leg stance here. We'll bring the hands to the heart center in prayer. And we'll sink down a little bit. You're sitting on a fat horse. Just holding, breathing. And coming out, straighten leg and hands through the center line, reaching upwards, and then float back down. Okay, we'll set up proud warrior, opposite direction. So feet first, so placing the feet, feel the legs, nice powerful legs, arms in T, front leg is bent. With the front leg, now the knee should be stacked right over the ankle, right here, straight line. Looking out over the front fingertips. And now the side stretch. So front arm will rest on the front thigh like that. Back arm comes down. Front of the face, over the head. Diagonal line from the top fingertips to the back heel. You can rotate the head upwards if you like. And easing out, unwinding head, arm swings down. And you're going to return proud warrior for a moment. And then relax the arms downwards. Straighten out your leg. Feet to the front and walk or step them back into a mountain pose or resting pose. Hands in prayer. Okay, good. And then interlace fingers while we're here. And we'll press the palms forward. We'll hold that stretch, breathe. Let's extend the arms above the head. And let the hands come apart, arms float back down. Okay, so let's go ahead and work with the other warrior pose called Warrior One. We can get to it by still the wide leg stance. Maybe not quite as wide as Proud Warrior, a little more narrow. Front foot will rotate out, back foot in more than 45 degrees. Because what happens is your hip bones are going to rotate and they're going to be square over your front leg. Front leg is bent. Bring the hands to the heart center in prayer. Just hold and breathe, feeling the posture. Next, you're going to extend the arms above the head. You can let the hands come apart a little bit. Just looking straight ahead. Next, bring the hands back to the heart center. Taking a breath here. We'll do another posture. We'll straighten the front leg and we'll take the hands, we'll take them behind the back. We'll hold on to the wrist. We're going to grow tall, engage the abs, and bow forward over the front leg. Easing into it, breathing. Easing back up, just coming up with the straight back. You can let the arms return to the side. You can turn the feet back to the front. And we'll just come to that wide leg stance there for a moment. Toes are forward. And let's put in here a forward bend, but with the chest opener. So that means with the arms, I'll take them behind the back, interlace fingers, grow tall. You're going to bow forward into your forward bend. About halfway down, let the top of the head come downwards. Lift the arms off the back. Releasing the arms to the back. Bring hands to the hips. Ease back up, nice straight back. Coming upwards again. Always moving slow. Okay, let's do the proud or the warrior number one to the opposite direction. So think feet first. This front foot straight ahead, back foot a little bit more than 45 degrees. So I'm going to rotate the hip bones so they're square over the front leg. Front leg is bent. Nice powerful stance. Hands in the prayer position. Breathe. Next, extending the arms above the head, feeling the power of the stance. Let's return the hands to the heart center in prayer. Taking a breath here. We'll go ahead and straighten the front leg. We'll bring the hands now behind the back. We'll hold on to the wrist. Growing tall, engaging the abs. Little bow forward over the front leg. Feeling the stretch in the hamstrings perhaps. And easing back up, coming up with a straight back. Once you're upright, return arms to the side. You can return the feet so they're back to the front. Walk or step them back into a mountain pose. And just take a moment here, breathe. And then to release, take those hands through the center, reaching upwards. And arms come back down. Okay, so next I would like to work with the half sun salutation, and it's called a vinyasa. That means we put it into a flow a little bit more with the breath. If you're not familiar with it, you can always watch the first time. I'm going to stand sideways, so I'm at what I call the front of the mat. Feet are in the mountain pose. Hands start in the prayer position. Next inhale, they're going upwards. And then you're going to bow forward, forward bend. Just taking your time. At the top of the head, reach downwards. And then you're going to come up halfway. Hands are on the knees, L shape with the body. And then again, a forward bend. Bend the knees a lot. Pushing up to standing. Your arms are going to return, so the hands are in the center line. Hands return to the heart center in prayer. Just taking a couple breaths here. And then we'll go ahead and repeat. So again, next inhale, sending those arms upwards. Exhale, forward bend. Taking extra breaths wherever you need them. Coming up halfway, hands are on the knees. Again, a forward bend. Bend the knees a lot. Pushing up to standing. And hands back to the heart center. Taking a breath. And then we'll do it one more time. Okay, so next inhale, arms stretching upwards. Exhale, forward bend. Coming up halfway, L shape with the body. Again, a forward bend. Bend the knees a lot. Pushing back up to standing. and then just relax the arms by the side again. You can turn to the front. All right, very good. So we'll do just a little bit of work with the chair next, or if you have a wall space nearby, I'm going to reach over for my chair just because it's easy. It has the edge of the back of the chair. It's a good height for this. And we're going to work with the downward dog at the wall or the chair. So you're facing, you check the feet. They should just be hip bone distance apart. Mountain. Hands can be here or on the wall. You're going to step backwards now, lowering the head in between the elbows. Feeling a stretch in the upper body, but also the lower body. Breathing into it. And then to ease out, bending the knees and walking back towards the chair or the wall, coming upright. Okay, so how about the calf muscle now? So you're going to work one side, one calf. To do that, you're going to take the weight to one foot, other foot reaches behind you, keeping the foot straight ahead. Other foot can be adjusted slightly forward. So you see the front leg now, it's knee right over the ankle. Back leg's back far enough, you can really feel the stretch through the calf muscle. Upper body's just balanced right over the hips. Take your breath back to that calf muscle, like you can breathe right into it. And then we'll release. We'll soften the knee. We'll just step it forward. And nice and tall. We'll shift the weight. And we'll work with the other side. Step backwards, adjusting front foot a little bit. Pressing through the back heel. So you feel the stretch in the calf muscle. And releasing, softening knee, stepping forward again. Okay, so while we're still facing the chair or the wall, let's do the one that works the muscles in the feet and the ankle joint, strengthening the muscles around the ankle joint. So hands are on the wall or the chair, feet hip bone distance. Feel the big toe on the floor, feeling the coming up on the balls of the foot, letting the heels come upwards. Holding for a sec. And then you're going to slowly lower the heels back down. Taking a breath. And we'll repeat, coming up on the balls of the foot. Holding for a moment. And slowly back down. And one more time, coming up on the balls of the feet. And returning the heels to the floor. And then we'll repeat, downward dog at the wall. So I'm slowly backing up, lowering the head in between the elbows, feeling the stretch. Nice long neck. Don't let your head just drop down. It should be top of the head stretch towards the side wall. And to release, soften knees and walk back upright. So let's turn to the side now, so the wall or the chair is on your side. This mountain pose. And we'll work a little bit with balance here. So I'm going to shift my weight to whichever leg is closest to the chair. I'll shift over. Other leg, I'm going to bring in front. I'm just going to hold on to the knee like that. If you want, continue to hold or let the hand hover above the chair or the wall. Don't forget to breathe. So now I want to put that foot back down. You can have the hand on the chair if you need to. You're going to lower the foot to the floor and then shift your weight. Okay, so with some practice, it gets easier and easier. I'm just going to move my chair to the other side, make it easier. You can turn if you need to. Opposite hand is there for some stability. Shift weight. Other leg now is going to come in front. I'm going to hold on to the knee. Again, I can let this hand come off the chair if you want. Nice full deep breaths in and out. And now on this side, I want to see if I can return the foot to the floor without falling over. Once I feel the foot on the floor, then I can return the weight to it. Okay. So it's good to do a little bit of standing on each leg every day, standing single leg like that. You can get better balance, better strength through the legs. I'm going to move the chair out of the way. And let's all come down to the floor now. So all the way down so you're seated. You can let the legs be stretched out to the front. And again, just taking a moment, settling in. And then I want to sit a little bit more properly, so I'm going to sit a little bit more forward on the sit bones, making sure the legs are stretched out, the toes are drawn in. Hands right underneath the shoulders, top of the head's lifted. This is called the seated mountain pose or the staff pose. Okay. From the staff pose, we'll try the seated spinal twist. In this version, what I'd like to do is bend one of the legs. So I'll go ahead and bend the leg that's on the floor. And then the bent one, I'm going to cross the foot over the extended leg. Opposite arm is the bent knee. We'll reach forward first, wraps around. Other hand's placed on the floor behind you. You got to sit tall, pull in the belly, look towards the floor behind you. Release the belly, breathe. And unwinding, you can face forward again. You can uncross the leg and let this leg stretch out long. Go to the other side, bend, cross over, sit tall. Opposite arm is the bent knee. Now we'll reach forward and around, looking towards the floor behind you. Relax the belly, lower abdominal breath. And we'll release on this side too. Facing forward again. You can unwrap the leg. And then we'll go ahead and get situated so that we're on our hands and knees, the tabletop position. And here, I usually place it so there's a line down through the shoulder to the wrist. But instead of doing the cat and the camel, let's go right to the hip hinges. So then I'm going to just move the arms forward. That will give me space. Next, I'm going to drop the pelvis towards the floor. Feel the stretch there. Next, take the pelvis all the way back towards the feet. Head comes down. Comes up to neutral again. And you're going to repeat. So pelvis towards the floor. Up to neutral and back towards the feet. Back to neutral. One more time, dropping the pelvis towards the floor. Comes up and pelvis towards the feet. And coming back up. Now you can bring the hands closer underneath the shoulders. And we'll do a lunge pose. So shifting weight, bringing one foot ahead, hands on either side of the foot. Now look for a line, knee right over the ankle. Back leg, you can feel the stretch on top of the thigh. Now I can keep him hands right on the floor, or I can bring the hands to the knee. Trying that, holding for a moment, breathing. Now you can stay here, or you can go one more. You can take the arms and you can extend them upwards. Let's bring the hands back to the knee now. Bring the hands back to the floor. And you're going to switch sides. So you can come up a little bit with the upper body, bringing that front leg back behind you, taking the other side, bringing it forward. Lunge on the opposite side. You just kind of get situated first. You can stay right here, or if you want to bring the hands to the knees, you can go there. You can stay here, or you can do one more. Arms towards the ceiling. Looking straight ahead, breathing. Let's return the hands to the knees. Return the hands to the floor. Back leg will come back. And then you're going to just turn the body. You're going to come to your seated again. You're going to turn again so that you're in the position so you can roll back on your back. So I'm going to scoot so I'm in the center of the mat. I'm going to let the hands help me as I come back down to the floor. And again, just relax for a sec, take a moment. Once you're settled, bring both knees inwards towards the chest, hugging them in, chin comes down, stretching the back of the neck. And now placing hands right on top the knee joints. You're going to press both knees away from you, take them apart, and bring them back in, guiding them in a circle. You get a hip rotation, you get a little massage on the sacrum. And back to center, knees are together. You're going to reverse. You're going to draw both knees in towards you, press them apart, and then away from you. Just reversing the direction of the circle. And again, right back to center, hugging those knees inwards, chin comes down. Let's again return the feet to the floor. Arms can be just by the side. We'll take the feet a little bit wider, and let's let the knees go from one side all the way back to the other side. Again, just kind of loosening up the hips. Returning knees to center. We'll walk the feet a little closer together again. We'll straighten out one leg on the floor. Other leg, bring the knee inwards. Hugging it in, feeling the stretch. And then on this side, one hand on top of the knee. Take it across the body. So you feel the stretch on the hip. You can reach out with the other arm, stabilizing those shoulder blades on the floor. Just breathing into any tightness. And returning right back to center. Hugging that knee in one more time. And we're going to switch sides. I'll let that leg stretch out long on the floor. Other knee, bring it inwards, hugging it in. And then with one hand on top of the knee, take it across the body. Other arm reaches to the side. And let's return to center. Hugging that knee in one more time. And then we'll return the foot to the floor. You're going to take the other foot on the floor now. You're going to turn so the bottom of the feet touch and the knees open downwards. Feeling a stretch on the inner thigh. Nice full deep breaths in and out. And we'll go ahead and release this one. Drawing the knees towards each other, feet to the floor. And we have time to do the hamstring stretch. So we'll bring one leg closer in, and then we're going to extend it towards the ceiling, using your hands on any part of the leg, drawing it closer in. You feel the stretch in the hamstrings. Nice full deep breaths in and out. Okay, and we'll release. We'll bend the knee. We'll return the foot to the floor. So we can do the other side. Bring it closer in, extending the leg out best you can, drawing it inwards. Okay, and then releasing this side too. Just bending the knee again, bringing the foot to the floor. And the very last part, now we got to work with this relaxation pose. So it's just letting the legs rest on the floor, relaxing the legs, letting the feet kind of flop out to the side. Arms are by the side, palms are upwards. Chin is down slightly. Close the eyes and just go to the breath. Letting your belly rise and fall with each breath. And now we'll do a cleansing breath of inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. And again. And returning to natural, effortless breath. You can wiggle the fingers and toes a little bit. And then you're going to bend the knees again, returning the feet to the floor. Next, rolling over on your side, head resting on your arm. Pushing back up to sitting. Trying to come to a comfortable cross-legged position if you can. Getting nice and tall. You can rest the hands on the knees. You're just going inwards. Next, bringing the hands to the heart center in prayer. And finishing with namaste. Little bow forward. Namaste. Okay. So I hope everybody feels good.
Thank you, Tamalyn.